Hey there, Magic One. Just before we get into your tarot reading, I wanted to jump in super quick, I promise, just with a few announcements for you. Should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself, you can do so at any time by either clicking the link to my website down below or visiting wildlotustarot.com. I do have a new little offering which I think is kind of cute. It's actually the most affordable way to get guidance from me, and in that reading I draw you a single tarot card from the beautiful Star Child Tarot and write you a handwritten letter about my interpretation of that card for you, and I post it to your letterbox. You can now show your support by becoming a member of my channel. If you head to my channel page and click the join button, there's a video there where I describe in detail what I'm offering for my two different levels of membership. Don't forget, the doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. You can sign up at any time and receive lifetime access to all of the learning materials, videos, online learning modules, practices, and in that course I am teaching my signature process to learn how to read tarot, not just from the head but from the heart, and go beyond the traditional card meanings, and how to put it all together and thread it into a story as well. So that's available at any time. I'll also link that down below for you. You can find me on Instagram if you'd like to stay connected and hear a little bit more about me. You can find the link down below, or you can find me at wild_lotus_tarot. I would love to have you over there with me as well. Till next time, sending you so much love and magic. Let's get on with your reading. Aquarius, welcome to your tarot reading for May 9th to the 15th. Let's see what is on the cards potentially for you. 9 card spread is what we have. 3 recent past, 3 focus energy, 3 future outcome. I have a selection of oracles, a lead tarot energy, and Aquarius, I have turned over the bottom of the deck for you. We've got some big ones here, Aquarius. The World and the Tower. Also have the Chariot, but these two here are huge life cycle changes, okay? Ends of an era, completely heading in a new direction. There is victory here as well, but I feel like this is a very uncomfortable change for many of you. So we'll get to that. Now I'm going to start with the oracles to frame this up. The first one out was Nourish the Sacred Feminine. I'm like, okay, you know, this is about allowing things to unfold. This is about surrender. This is about intuition. And then the next one comes out and it's Overrate Your Intuition. It feels like intuitively you know this change is coming. Now, you might have chosen to ignore that for an amount of time. Or you may be, you know, gathering the strength and courage to take some action here. The Moonology card is work through your fears. So you might have gotten an intuition that, I think I'm going to need to move on from this. Whether it's a relationship or a job, it will be different for all of you. But the next thing that happens is the fears come up, right? Like, what will I do? Will I be okay for money? Like, will I have anywhere to live? Will I ever find anyone again? What if this could be repaired? It feels like, you know what you need to do, but you need to work through the fears, the limitations first, because they can have you staying in a situation that you have outgrown. And it's interesting that the Four of Pentacles then came up, because this is my fear card, right? It's the fear generally of the unknown for me, or a fear around your financial resources or money. So it feels like you are going to need to take a step into the unknown. For example, maybe leave a job, and you may not have something lined up. For some of you, this is relationship dissolving and you're needing to move out of a home that, you know, has become your comfort zone. The relationship itself is the comfort zone. For some of you, you might be actually leaving the family home or the family place as well, okay? So that's what I'm feeling, and it's really saying you're going to need to loosen the grip, okay? Loosen the grip. Your intuition is telling you what to do. Surrender and allow things to unfold. We'll get to the Chariot. So 2 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the World here in the recent past, or what is upon you now. So in terms of signs, we have the Scorpio energy, Cancer, and Sagittarius. You may or may not be dealing with one of those signs. So you are feeling very unsteady about this decision here, Aquarius. The Two of Pentacles is a card of indecision or feeling really ungrounded at the moment, high emotions, trying to make sense of this. You might not have kind of expected that in, May 2022 that this would be the time that you leave this cycle. But it feels like, things have happened and the universe has conspired that have said, you know what, this actually is the destined time for that. The World is that the last major arcana that indicates that you've actually gotten what you need to from the situation. It's at its peak growth, and there's huge victory, the World, in allowing the door to close that was due to close anyway. At some stage you manifested that situation, right? It was what you wished for, and it did provide you with happiness, and it served its purpose. But there are new experiences waiting for you now. New challenges, new growth, new potential. So with the World energy, we move on. We head out into that big wide world, like literally. And it feels like with the Temperance energy, like you are getting the divine guidance, right, through your intuition that this is the time, and you can feel a new pathway towards the Sun energy, right? New growth, healing, new manifestations arising for you. So that bit feels good. That bit feels good. But this bit doesn't. The focus energy, Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. In one moment you're closing your eyes and you're feeling into the new and you're dreaming and you're scheming. And then, the mind and the thoughts come in of, oh, but I've got to go through the pain. How are they going to take it? Five of Pentacles, I might be on my own. What about the loss? What about a job? What about money? What about my home? The Five of Pentacles is a real energy of lack. And the thing is, though, by kind of buying into that, we can spiral and we can attract more of that energy. So, it's time to step into the energy of possibility and potential. Yeah, you might need to sever ties, and change is always bittersweet, even if we're moving towards something amazing. And even if we're not going through a major ending as part of that, there's always a door that closes, right? We always have to, there's always a trade-off. There's always a cost and payoff. So in order to get to the Page of Pentacles, we have to accept, that deal. The Page of Pentacles is the messenger of opportunity. It is the very first seed of the new. So for some of you, you may have actually gotten an offer, new home or new job or new commitment, and it feels like the direction that you want to head in, and you can kind of feel the possibility, but it's also full of unknowns, right? You don't really know how it's going to go. You just know that you are drawn to it. But you won't find out if you don't move towards it. The Chariot. I feel that the Tower at the end of the reading, though, is this indication that, what you are needing to leave behind is a tower, and a tower for me is something that you've really invested in and built solid, stable structure, that home, that relationship, that job. But again, we see that it's on a shaky foundation that you've outgrown. It's just not in alignment with you anymore. And that is okay, Aquarius, because you are evolving. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to evolve, which means that what we enjoy, who we are, who we connect with, the kind of work that we want to do will change also. So you're being called towards this Page of Pentacles. This new opportunity is very much in its entry form. It's very much in its early stages. But the cards are saying with an amount of, time, patience, effort, investment, you can realize your wishes here. It feels like it can be successful for you. It feels like it can bring you happiness, contentment, and satisfaction. But it's going to depend on whether you're willing to leave behind that sense of home and comfort, right? And work through your fears to do that. The Chariot talks about really needing to have that warrior determination, that strength and courage to move towards new success, new victory. We see this charioteer is in a concrete chariot here, which must be extremely heavy. Doesn't have any reins for these black and white sphinxes that are pulling it, just the magician's wand. So it's saying you're going to need to use your intention and keep the mind very focused and then follow up with action. If we stay in two minds, if we keep going back and forth in our decision making, then this Chariot's going to go all over the road, right? Might not even get to the new destination. This Sphinx wants to go that way, that one wants to go that way. The way to move forward with pace and in a clear direction is to make an unshakable decision and stick to it. Otherwise, we might get to the Tower, right? We stay in the situation for so long that it actually begins crumbling around us, and you know, we have huge change upon us when we're not ready, we're not planned, and that's what can lead us to the Five of Pentacles. It's like you have an opportunity here to choose it on your terms, but you will need to be the initiator of Three of Swords, of some kind of painful situation. But the Three of Swords is a 3 for a reason, because 3 in tarot is the number of the Empress in the Major Arcana. It's the number of creation. It's the number of, you know, like there's joy and celebration associated with it. So out of a painful ending is a very fertile time for rebirth and planting the seeds of the new. And that's why we see people that might be going through a crisis, right? And then 6 months later, you see them and they're looking better than ever. They've met a new partner. They're in a new career. They've discovered a new passion because, you know, they stepped into the unknown. They did things that they wouldn't have done if they hadn't have worked through those fears and made those changes. Oh, just touched that and the Four of Wands came out. Now, if you're worried about stability and security, don't be, because this is actually the greatest card of stability and security, of home, of happiness. It's a card of alignment. If you're seeing 1111, be very mindful of exactly what is passing through your mind in that moment, because the universe will send you guidance, signs, synchronicities through your intuitive channel. 7 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like the Tower is that if we sabotage that, we end up back at the Tower. If we feel the fear and move forward, we, you know, circumnavigate the betrayal. 9 of Pentacles, success. It feels like this one pentacle can grow with the work, the 8 of Pentacles, the time, effort, the energy, the intention, the strength, courage, determination, can go through to the 9 of Pentacles. It's a card of self-sufficiency, of independence. It is a card of achievement and things growing for you. And it's an independent success. So I feel like there is an element of you being out on your own here, and you're worried that that's going to be your demise. But what the Tarot is saying here, it's actually going to be your big moment of success. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I am going to leave it there and wish you all the best with it if this is your situation. Keep in mind these readings will not resonate with you every time, but drop me a comment if you're called to share how they are unfolding in your life. I do read each and every one and try to get back to as many of you as I can over there. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Also helps support the channel, so it's a great balance between us. I'm wishing you all the best, Aquarius. Do take care. Bye for now.